Emma Watson.
Oh man,
she has been in. Is it a feud? Maybe a one-sided feud. Something a bit disappointing about Emma Watson. She has been very critical of J.K. Rowling, and I have a video of her. She was asked recently about J.K. Rowling and what her thoughts were. I'll go to this. It's complicated, and I feel like what's happening is her opinion about JK has evolved as the climate around conversation of women's rights has also evolved. So let me just play this and we'll talk about it.
I have mean that I can't and don't treasure Joe and the person that I had personal experiences with. I will never believe that one negates the other, and that my experience of that person I don't get to keep and cherish. To come back to our earlier thing, like I just don't think these things are either or. I think
she's not saying anything.
It's a word salad.
She's struggling
right now.
She's straddling the line here.
I'm really trying to follow her line of thinking.
Okay, let's complete watching this.
That I hope people who don't agree with my opinion will love me, and I hope I can keep loving people who I don't necessarily share the same opinion with. And I think that's a very, very important way for me that I need to be able to move through life. I just really, I guess to circle back around, I really do believe in having conversations, and that those are really important, and that I don't know,
man.
I guess where I've landed is it's not so much what we say or what we believe, but very often how we say it. That's really important, and that's really frustrating and not what you want to hear when you're really angry and upset with someone. But I don't know, I just see this world right now where we seem to be giving permission for this kind of like throwing out of people, or that people are disposable. And I just think I will always think that's wrong. I just believe that no one's disposable.
It's very clear. No one's disposable.
So don't cancel JK like you've been doing.
What do you think about what she just said? And I'm actually struggling myself with trying to figure out exactly what she just said.
So
it seems like a very
friends with someone you disagree with, but she just maybe, I don't know, but she
said
like took 1,000 words to say
I don't want to be guilted for having good memories of Joe, because I do have good memories of Joe, but I think she's a fucking monster now. And maybe it's just the way she says things, but I don't think we should throw her out, even though I don't like anything she says.
Yeah.
Well,
she basically said nothing.
Nothing.
I like
Well,
that she was
let's agree to
pushing her face,
disagree.
like
We should be able to agree to disagree, and I don't want anybody to cancel me because of my own beliefs, and I should be all right with you guys. So there it is.
Oh, by the way, it's too late.
in a roundabout
The left has
way.
already canceled her. So
they've destroyed her.
Well, hey, J.K. Rowling finally had something to say.
Oh, she clapped back.
Oh,
man.
So,
Bruh.
Badger, if you would, is it big enough here?
Fuck.
Let me just,
It's like 6 pages, but sure. I've actually got
the
it.
accent as well.
Yeah. Yes.
let's,
I'm seeing quite a bit of comment about it. No.
It's
It's long.
Here's the relevant part, right? Starting.
I wasn't a multimillionaire at 14. I lived in poverty while writing the books that made Emma famous. I therefore understand from my own life experience what the trashing of women's rights, in which Emma has so enthusiastically participated, means to women and girls without her privileges. The greatest irony here is that Had Emma not decided in her most recent interview to declare that she loves and treasures me, a change of tack I suspect she's adopted because she's noticed full-throated condemnation of me is no longer quite as fashionable as it was, I might never have been this honest. Adults can't expect to cozy up to an activist movement that regularly calls for a friend's assassination, then assert their right to the former friend's love, as though the friend was, in fact, their mother. Emma is rightly free to disagree with me and indeed to discuss her feelings about me in public, but I have the same right, and I've finally decided to exercise it.
So she finally broke her silence about this. It's a much longer post. There's more context.
There's a part in this where she discusses.
Part.
There's a part in that where she discusses the fact that if Emma had something to say, she has my phone number. She could have called me up at any point in time, but she decided to go public with her opinions and castigate me while my family was getting death threats, while I was getting death threats, and then tried to slide a little note to my ear. Say, "Oh, I'm so sorry you're going through this." And JK said, "That's when I lost it, because you got my phone number. You could have called me." And that's what a friend would have done. A friend,
specifically her and Dan.
On the she mentions the BAFTA awards where Emma Watson goes up on stage and says, "I'm here for all the witches except one," J.K. Rowling, in front of everybody, in front of all their peers. Like, she had the gall to go out and do that, and then at the same award show slip her a little note that said, like, "I'm so sorry for that you're going through all of this." It's the two-sidedness of it. Like, I will bash you in public and pretend to support you in silence.
She says it right here. However, Emma and Dan in particular have both made it clear over the last few years that they think our former professional association gives them a particular right, nay, obligation to critique me and my views in public. Years after they finished acting in Potter, they continue to assume the role of de facto spokespeople for the world I created. And that, as Steph just said, every chance they get to talk shit, they take that chance to talk shit.
Here's what Emma should have done. She should have just said, "I was wrong."
And perhaps some of this,
but Alan, you know, she could never say
not
that.
said anything at all. She could just stop talking about J.K. Rowling altogether. You know, like just tell people in interviews, like, "I won't be answering any questions about J.K. Rowling today." It's so simple. People do it. Actors do it all the time. I'm not taking questions about J.K. Rowling. Don't even ask me about it. She could just not comment on it, but instead she chooses to comment on it, to bash J.K. Rowling, knowing the type of backlash that she's receiving, knowing the type of threat she's receiving, knowing that she's not being painted in the best light because of her opinions, yet she's just feeding into it. She's feeding into it. And in her own way, saying that it's totally okay to go after J.K. Rowling because she holds these bad opinions, these wrong opinions. So I'm sort of approving it. I'm giving this my stamp of approval that you guys can actually, yes, you can go feed into it. You can go and bash her. It's totally okay. She holds the wrong opinion.
So my point. Oh, go ahead, Alan.
No, my point is that, you know, we talk about authenticity being the currency of today. It's if you want, you know, I miss the time when we stopped speaking through publicists. I miss the time when we can just be honest. And if she really feels the way she does, a heartfelt apology would go a long way. To recognize the things that she had done wrong, and then to apologize for it would do her a great deal of service. And yes, she is going to get backlash for that. But my question to that is, do you want those people to be your supporters?
I don't think she feels that.
The narrative going around right now is that, you know, okay, let's say it's good faith, right? Let's say that she has grown up a little bit and she sees the world a little bit different now, right? Maybe she has realized she's made a mistake. The problem with that is she still has not contacted J.K. Rowling directly.
Right.
She still has not contacted her directly to say any of this.
And I think that it's because it's not that she's grown up and has a different opinion. J.K. Rowling even said it in this whole statement that, you know, the reason that she's doing this could be because public sentiment is changing. It's not that she like changed her opinion about J.K. Rowling. She could possibly still hold the same opinion. She's just like, in her mind, she's just changing it out in the open, you know, out in the open, because public sentiment is shifting around J.K. Rowling. It's no longer, she even said it's no longer fashionable to bash me or whatever. She's changing it according to whatever the public sentiment is.
That's all she's doing. She's sort of shifting the arc.
She's covering her
shifting
ass.
her opinion about J.K. Rowling surrounding whatever the majority opinion is currently.
Yeah. Meanwhile, by the way, saying nothing. I didn't understand a word she was saying in that whole interview.
Word salad.
She was trying not to offend anybody, I guess. I don't know it, and still, but not saying anything. And meanwhile, Rowling's statement was actually quite thoughtful and with conviction, and I understood every word of it, unlike the word salad of Emma. And yeah, it's just completely different. You can tell. And Rowling has every right to say her feelings, as Emma has done throughout all these years. So she's been keeping her mouth shut all the time, like she said. I didn't want to bring them into it, but I thought even the way she handled this was very respectful and just saying the truth and in a very forthright and concise manner, and unlike what Emma's been doing, which is very, very skeezy behind the scenes. Like, if you really felt this way about J.K. Rowling, then you should have been sincere. Like, it's not sincere to just say one thing in public and then behind the scenes secretly support her, especially when all of this horrible things and threats were being thrown her way that she helped contribute to. So
one thing I recommend is that everybody actually read the whole thing, because there was one part that I really loved, man, where JK talked about how Emma has never been poor.
Yes.
She has never been poor. She has been rich since she was a kid because of J.K. Rowling, right? Yeah. And J.K. talked about how she was poor. You know, she had to go to shelters. She had to do all these things while writing Harry Potter, right? She had to live a life, like a real life, before, she got any kind of money for Harry Potter, right? Emma has always had security guards wherever she went. She's never had to worry about men invading women's spaces because there's always a personal security guard wherever Emma goes with her. So she never has to worry for her safety.
Yeah.
So her perspective is all off.
Yep.
I think part of making the TV version of Harry Potter is to replace somebody's.
She's trying to erase,
she's gonna try to erase
them dudes.
the memory of the movie. Yeah, I think she's invested in.
We missed the best line.
What?
Like other people who've never experienced adult life uncushioned by wealth and fame, Emma has so little experience of real life, she's ignorant of how ignorant she is.
I love that line.
That was my favorite line.
Sorry, that was the best soundbite.
Yeah, that was ignorant. That was a mic drop right there.
Yes.
Bruh.
So they're not.
J.K. Rowling, if you on her bad side, apologize. Get over there and apologize before she writes a tweet on you. She'll destroy you in a tweet, man. Jeez.
That's great.
Oh my God.